Hi, Abraham. I was hoping you'd say we are.
You are.
Oh, I am. I think I have two things. At least I think I do. And it's about my work. And I've been building this business for the last, 2.5 years. And at the beginning of it, it was very hard to imagine that it would actually happen for me. And
So you just did it for masochistic reasons?
Yeah. No, I did it because it was really important to me. And because I really loved the idea of what it could become. It's just I wasn't sure at the beginning whether it would be able to be that. And now I'm finding out that it really is. And along with that is, for the first time since I started this, I began paying myself this about 3 months ago and paying my bills with that. And it's just paying back the loan to the business. And now I'm going to begin payroll for the first time. And it's like, I can't believe how cool that is. And I got called into the principal's office yesterday, my CPA, and to talk about the payroll. And of course, they said, well, do you know how much you're going to have so that we can determine what that's going to look like? And I said, well, I don't really, but it just seems to be coming. It seems to be flowing to me. And my intention next year is that I'm going to pay all my bills with that. And then I heard again, which I've heard before, is, one of the things you could think about is cutting down your expenses and all of that. And I don't want to do that. And as I've gone through this process, there are certain things that I haven't bought. And actually, there's this place for a deck outside of the house. And I've been looking at it for the last 3 years. And I used to think that, I got to have that. And if I don't have that, it's awful. And now I just keep thinking and expanding like what that deck is going to look like. So I'm okay with that. And then they say, well, cut your expenses a little bit. And I don't want to do that because every time I think about, I can't spend $1 here at Starbucks or something like that, it doesn't feel good to me. So I'm planning on continuing the way I've been doing it, which is I'm going to spend what I feel comfortable spending and what feels good to me, and somehow know that that money's going to flow and it's going to be there to write payroll checks to me every month.
All right. Did you get a whiff of him?
Did you?
We smelled you coming long before you got. Given this conversation that we've just had and what it means to you and
Yes.
the far-reaching tentacles of it, so to speak, could you find a word that describes generally how you feel? What is the emotion that describes how you feel relative to this business enterprise and your financial state of being?
I am so excited.
And now, insert into your consideration the principle that you talked about, the CPA.
Yeah, go to the principal's office.
What is that about?
Well, it was sort of my joke about it,
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like I walked in and I said, I'm here to see the principal because I have this.
Well, we know you want it to be funny, but
Yeah.
we want to talk about the emotion
Yes.
that underlies such a funny joke.
Yes. So it's the expectation that I'm going to be yelled at for being irresponsible and not being practical like other people.
All right. So do you
tell me to
think
be.
that...
That's what I think.
We agree with that. We think that's a good assessment. So
Yeah.
when you think about you, your business, the future of your business, do you think that you are evaluated in the terms of you and where you are and where you want to be? Or do you think that you are introducing into your perspective the way others see you?
I think that I am introducing into my perspective the way others see me much less than I used to, and I think it still shows up.
So it doesn't come up unless you go to the principal's office, so to speak.
Yeah, actually, that's one of the things I do with this, because
So tell us why you go there.
Well, I went there because they called me to the office, and I'm a good boy. Actually, they had some questions for me. I mean, there are some specific questions like, how do we do this?
The reason that we're asking you this is, who's running this show anyway? In other words, whose business is this?
Yeah, it's mine.
And so they are advisors. Is that the idea of it? They are advisors. But,
correct.
But so are you saying to us that the advisor increased that feeling of being inappropriate, or decreased it? In other words, when you think in terms of who you are, you said to us, I feel excited, and we could feel that is a very dominant element in the way you feel. Mm-hmm. But you started out by telling us a story that activated a vibration within you that was very different than feeling excited and optimistic. You felt like you'd been called on the carpet, and you felt like you'd been criticized, and you felt like they had offered not only advice, but corrective advice. In other words, you were almost being grounded or limited.
Right. Exactly.
And so the question that we want to put to you in a way that you can really hear it is, why would you go somewhere? Why would you deliberately choose to go somewhere where somebody's going to, in essence, yell at you and make you feel less qualified or less worthy? Why do you do that?
Well, I guess there's a part of me that thinks that
that they know better.
They're helping. Well, no, part of it is that they are helping me. I mean, they're helping me to coordinate the money between the business and the personal. And there was some good news in it, because they just got a big check for the loan being paid back to myself. And I'm starting payroll, which we have to sit down and sign.
So they are
some
beneficial
things.
in terms of facilitating. But
yes.
In terms of the advice that they are offering, was it did their advice take you from where you are and move you this way or this way? Did it move you closer to where you want to be?
Closer toward empty. Right, closer toward empty, because I don't want to go to that place of, you need to be careful of your expenses.
And so when you say to us, I don't think I'm going to follow their advice.
Yes.
We say, good.
Okay, good.
In other words, because you feel what's happening in your vibration. What you're
Yes.
saying is, here I am and here's where I want to be. But when I talk to them, they take me over there.
Yes.
But here I am and here's where I want to be. But when I talk to them, they take me over here. And then you say, and I don't think I'm going to go there. But now you're almost asking us permission. We are the superintendent. You're almost asking us permission if it's all right for you to follow your own guidance system rather than follow advice that's coming from the outside. And this is the thing, we love talking about it in this way, because almost everybody has all kinds of well-meaning advisors that are trying to guide them this way and this way and this way. Mm-hmm. And what we want you to hear is that you are an extension of source energy who can have or be or do anything that you choose, and all you have to do is find a vibrational pattern that is moving you this way rather than this way. Mm-hmm. And so we think it is a wonderful thing. You are optimistic and you are expecting good things, and all kinds of things have been happening that are moving you closer to what you are wanting. Mm. And what you said to us in many different words as you sat here is, my business is going better than anybody expected it to, maybe even better than I expected it to. And we say, that's not possible. Mm. It cannot go better than you expected. But what we feel from that is you keep expecting it, and the universe is responding to your expectation until you go to the wise counselors that, in their pessimism, try to bring you back to reality. And all right, so here's reality. Reality is where I stand. If I keep facing reality, then I will continue to stand right here in this same place of reality. Right. In other words, you've got to let loose of reality if you're going to move this way. Mm-hmm. And you cannot listen to the realists who are gathering their data from who knows where that has nothing to do with you. The universe is not saying, we give you permission to go over here, provided you can get it from the principal or the CPA. We have to get everybody to agree with you that it's all right before we let you go. Mm-hmm. That's not that. You get to go. No one can hold you back. Nothing can keep you from going except the thought that doesn't feel good to you.
Right. Thank you.
Yes.
I have one more question. And it's also about the business in a way, or I don't know if it's about the business exactly,